If you're considering buying a new laptop online, you might want to think twice, because U.S. intelligence agencies are reportedly planting bugs on them before they reach their destination. German news magazine Der Spiegel says there is a special NSA unit dedicated to this task. RT's Peter Oliver has more.
The latest revelations that have come out from Edward Snowden that have been reported in Der Spiegel seem to show that the NSA spying, snooping capabilities are far beyond what we previously thought. Not only can they listen to our phone calls, read our emails, but that in fact anything you buy may already come fully equipped with NSA hardware. Now, never mind Santa's workshop, they talk about a secret workshop that would install chips into computers that may be sold in certain areas that the NSA deems to be of worth looking into. So that means that anybody that received a computer for Christmas, have a look inside it. There may well be something you didn't quite expect in there. Now, as well as that, the latest revelations that were reported in Der Spiegel also go into the fact that the underwater cables that connect us all around the world have also been hacked by the NSA, and that, yes, we're all being spied on, and they know everything what we're looking at. And not only can they access what we are sending over the internet, but occasionally it may well be that the hardware that we send those messages with has already been tampered with.
Well, for more on this story, let's cross live to London and talk to Jim Killock from the Open Rights Group. Sir, the latest revelations from the NSA, do you really think this means we can't trust our own laptops?
I mean, sometimes it will mean that some people shouldn't trust their laptops. And I think what we need, but also governments have into their own security organizations, and what part of what the Der Spiegel articles described today is how the NSA are hacking Mexican government in order that they can find out more about. Mexicans are dealing with drug issues and so on. So I think that's really quite dangerous and problematic, because again, the NSA appears to be making its own decisions about how other democratic governments should be operating their policies and not trusting them to do their job.
Well, who could be the target of this, to intercept the communications via these laptops? Are we talking foreign governments or just individuals? I mean, how far-reaching could this go, do you think?
Well, I think it is. If we're talking about altering people's hardware and pre-installing viruses, I imagine that's a fairly small number of devices. But we don't know exactly how this is policed, whether courts are giving individual authorizations, or more likely they're giving a general authorization to the NSA to hack equipment as they like. And we need to know a lot about that, because that's how you can control some of that behavior. But what this article has talked about really is a whole department, extremely well resourced, employing some dozens of people and going up to hundreds of people over the next year or two to hack networks, as your correspondent was describing, individual people's computer equipment, and writing viruses like the Stuxnet virus that was used to hack the Iranian government's nuclear facilities, but also the Belgacom, the Belgian national telecoms provider, in order to obtain information about the European Commission, and European Parliament, we suspect. So, these are very large operations targeted at individuals, governments, and network providers to get all kinds of access to all kinds of information.
Quick question, just in closing, bugging personal computers is certainly illegal. How could the NSA, somehow argue that this was okay? Obviously, at some point, someone's going to find out this is happening. What could their argument possibly be to legitimize this?
Well, I think that is exactly the question we need to hear from the NSA, and the answer we need to hear that from the NSA. I think that it is possible to sometimes make an argument that if somebody is a really serious, dangerous criminal, that maybe that person should have their computer hacked. But what I think we'll probably find is that this is wider than that. Certainly, when we're talking about governments, it's necessarily wider than that. We'll probably find that the supervision about those choices is not very sophisticated and doesn't deal with individual cases. It's probably blanket permission, and that's where you get a lot of danger, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Jim Killock from the Open Rights Group, thank you very much, sir.